Tellemtribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, y'all. I'm Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, and I'm coming to you with another unboxing. I just got in the mail from Amazon my new tarot deck, the Modern Love Tarot. This deck was about $45 plus tax, and it feels so good in the box. It's heavy. I know there's a nice solid deck in here, and it comes with probably a nice colorful vivid guidebook, and there's two women kissing on the front. I was like, ooh, that's sexy. I gotta have that deck. Yeah, sure do. And one of them even has a tarot card tattooed on her upper arm right here. It's of the Lover's card, but you can't see it, but that's so sexy to me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into this unboxing. The format that I'm gonna do today, notice I have scissors. I don't have fire or anything flammable to blow this bitch. But yes, the use of wisdom from experience, that's where we're at with it. But yeah, so the format of this is gonna be, I'm opening it right now, but I'm gonna pause to take a minute to, oh, why this curl looks like that? What the hell is going on with it? Sorry, y'all. Anyways, I'm gonna pause to go through the deck, to look at all the pictures, to take it all in, and then I'm gonna come back and then go through it with you, because what I've noticed is that when I give you guys my first impression, usually my first impression of the deck in front of y'all gives the indication that I don't really like it, and I usually don't like anything at first. Nothing at first. So here's the box. It's so big and nice and colorful. Oh yes, that's why it was $45. So now you open it and it has this magnetic flap, so when you close it, it closes securely. There's like slight indentations in the box that occurred in transit because it came in the Amazon bag, and I'm pretty sure they didn't give a shit about what was in the bag. But I'm not one of those people that's not gonna like my cards because the box is all banged up. I'll rebox that bitch as long as the cards are good. I'm good, not picky at all, and that's how I move in my life. So now when you first open the box, you see the Modern Tarot deck booklet. It's sitting right on the front with this, oh, look at this black woman. She's so radiant and beautiful, and she is just basking in the beauty and nature. But look at this book. It's so thick. It is like an almanac. It's like a dictionary. Oh my goodness. Let's see if it has that new book smell. It has the new book smell, kind of. And I say that because it has kind of artificially ass smell. Artificially is not a word. I just made it up, but that's okay. We're gonna roll with it. But I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. I'm excited, y'all. Then I'm gonna pause for real and go through the deck. But I want y'all to see what the unboxing of this deck looks like. So then you get to the second layer of the deck, of the packaging, and it says it has the deck. Oh my god, it is edged in gold. Look at that, y'all. So I do see one flaw already that I'm not very happy about for $45. I think I'll get over it rather quickly though, but it's not super perfect. There's like this gold chip on the edge of one of my cards. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the picture. If it does, that may affect me keeping this deck and wanting a new one. But on the other side, it's flawless. So on the front of the deck, it says, I hope you adore the Modern Love Tarot. This deck should arrive in perfect condition. If there's any print or shipping damage, please contact support at ethoni.com and I'll make it right. I would appreciate your review wherever you bought this deck. Show us your stuff so I won't have an issue. So I'm going to take a moment now to go through my deck and take image of my damage so that they can get it right. And then once we go through it, I'm pretty sure we will find some beautiful things about this deck aside from the damage, which is not that big, but big enough for me to be annoyed by it. All right, talk soon. Okay, I am back, you all. I went through the tarot cards and I absolutely love this deck. I love this deck so much. The only problem right now is that there is this flaw in the gold on the ridging, and it affects 11 cards. Apparently there was like glue on it of some sort, and it took away the gold texture from the Three of Swords all the way up to like the Queen of Swords. I think that's 11 cards total, but I counted, it's 11 cards. So I contacted, what's the name on here? Ethony or Ethony, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, and I'm gonna see what they're gonna do. Honestly, I don't mind sending the deck back and getting another one, but Amazon is the one who delivers, and this box just came in plastic that you saw earlier, and it was in a bag, so that's why the corners was all banged up. They didn't put fragile on the box or anything, on the bag or anything, so this was expected. I don't care about that, but I do care about the imperfections on here, because eventually it is gonna rub off over time, I imagine, but I want to be the one to do that. I don't want it to start out that way. So we'll see what the seller says. In the meantime, I'm gonna play with them. So another cool thing that came with the deck was this card to interview the deck to see what kind of tarot readings I would do with the deck. So I may do that on camera, I may not, I don't know. But in the meantime, let's get to it and let me show you the details of this deck. Now, look at the iridescence of this. You can see my ring light. It's so vivid. You can see the reflection of the ring light. But it has the swords, pentacles, hearts, wands, and cups here in gold etching. It's etched in gold, so with every movement, as long as there's light around, you're gonna have this light show, and to me, that's amazing. I have a bright personality, so seeing stuff like this that matches my energy, all it does is turn me up. So I love it. And they're big tarot cards. They're not the average. This is my other tarot deck. This is my, what the hell is the name of this deck? Something girls. I gotta learn the name of my decks. I don't know the name of my decks, but I do love them very dearly. I promise you. That'll probably be me with some kids. If I had kids, I'd be like, I love my kids. What's this child name again? That'll be. That's the kind of mom I would be. But this is the Pope Girl. This one is the Pope Girls Tarot deck. And in comparison to the Pope Girls Tarot deck, this is how big this deck is. You can see the difference. You can see the difference. The Pope Girls Tarot deck is a little smaller. I'm not good with measurements and things like that. Of course, y'all know I don't be looking at the measurements. I just get the deck and they show up and I'll be surprised. And that's just what it is. And that's how I like to move. But it's a nice big deck. It's big. And I have small hands. So it's like even bigger. And I love that. So you know when it's time to shuffle, it's not going to be the bridge shuffle. It's just going to have to be like the, you know, like the split and then fall. So you don't bend the cards up and destroy its beauty. So let's get into these pictures. So when I went through it the first time, my first impression, I could have did this on camera, but it's good that I still did it separately so I could have had my little intimate session with my deck and just bond with it. So the Fool, this is what the Fool looks like here. You see the girl, she has candles on the floor. It looks like she may be doing a spell, some spell work. And then she has the angels, that painting in the back. I forgot what the artist, what that looks like, maybe who did it. Doesn't even matter, but that's the full representation of this deck. Then you have the Magician. It's like an old Hollywood feel. Isn't that beautiful? And almost all of the pictures have like wine in it. Or maybe I just saw wine because I like wine. That's funny. All right, so then the high priestess. The high priestess is an old woman, and she's so beautiful. Her cute beady eyes, and she has pomegranates in her bowl and this flowy nightgown, and she just is so motherly, and you could tell she has so much wisdom. And you could tell that she's been through some things, and she can tell you some things. And you see those navy blue drapings in her window pulled to the side with the light in the background, showing so much light and power in this woman. And I love that. She has a bookshelf to the left of her that has probably some powerful books, some spell books and things about the different realms and her experiences and journals and things of that nature. I imagine that's the kind of books that she would have. And then you have the Empress. The Empress looks like a medicine woman. Look how beautiful she is. Maybe her face is painted with nature, and she has the red and green clothing. You know, she has this wooden heart. There's an ice cream truck outside. The children probably gonna be screaming too, y'all. Y'all already know how my videos go. It's not gonna change until I move. So, yeah, she's sitting in the front of maybe what is a hollow tree, and she's just sitting in her purpose, and she's with child, and she is calm. She's beautiful. She is in sight. She's just full of life and love, and with the love growing inside of her. So it's just a beautiful card. The Emperor. The Emperor just looks like, what I love about this deck is that everybody looks like somebody that I know, and he like looks like one of my uncles or something. He looks like somebody that I'm related to. And then you see the chessboard that he's standing on. And I honestly did not realize he was standing on a chessboard before when I went through it on my own. I was like, oh, look at the little tile. It looked like the tile on my floors when I was growing up. I didn't grow up in a house that had chessboards on it. But you know, it's tiles and it's black and white tiles. So it's very timeless. And then it has the rams in the background. So he does look like a powerful man in a red suit. He gives me pimp vibes. Is he wearing any rings? No, he's not wearing any rings. So he's definitely not a pimp. At least not a modern pimp. At least not one of those pimps like back in the day pimp. Well, pimps now, they don't really look like pimps either. Let's not get into the pimp topic. The Emperor just looks like he is about his business, and that's what he's supposed to look like. The Hierophant was very different for me because you expect to see like an old man with those men sitting at his feet to get the knowledge. Now, this is a beautiful woman. She looks like she may be Egyptian. I love the fact that it has the African depiction. So it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. My favorite word is beautiful. Check out Beautiful, my single by Cherokee the Lyricist. But yeah, she's a beautiful woman, and she is knowledgeable on principles and honor and structure. And yeah, I think that was very great representation. And then she has that little heart, that blue heart in the middle of her chest. And this card matches my nails. Yeah. Oh, now we're going to get on the Lover's card. The Lover's card. Look at the Lover's card. This is the card that sold me. This is the picture that is on the box. We have two women and they are kissing. They don't necessarily have to be in love. People be kissing in the club and shit, and they don't be in love. They just be intoxicated. But they must be in love considering it's the Lover's card. And there's under a bush of roses and all that. And then there's, look at this snake tail wrapped around them. So that's interesting. Oh, there goes the head of the snake is on her shoulder. If you look, it's on her shoulder right there. So it's very tricky too. So it could be, you know, what are you hiding, or be careful. And then red is a color of passion. And then you see the subliminals. There's an apple earring in her ear. So that Eve energy from the story of Adam and Eve. And then she has the Lover's card tattooed on her arm, which I mentioned earlier in the video, which I think is so adorable. You see it? Oh, this camera is so amazing. The Chariot card, and I'm just going to show you all the Major Arcana in complete detail, and then we'll zoom through the court cards because we're not doing a 2-hour video. So the Chariot card, is her doggy in a wheelchair? I don't know. What is that on here? I think her doggy only has 2 legs. But that is so unique, you know? And she's in this blue dress and she has a city behind her. Notice she's not walking towards the city. She's walking away from the city. And then she has this black dog that looks like a help dog. Like, oh, let's take a moment, Cherokee. We can do this. Service dogs. A service dog. It looks like it's a service dog, but it's not wearing any service dog gear. And then you see those beautiful autumn trees, so you can tell it's fall, and the trees are on. The leaves are on the ground. It's just a beautiful feeling card, and it's movement. It's definitely movement. You know, the dogs, they have to take a piss, they have to take a dump. You got little one that probably barks at shit that's not moving, and then the big one looking at him because, you know, the little one does the most. Like little dogs. I usually call them bitch ass dogs because they always do bitch ass shit. But it's okay. She has this red emblem on her belt buckle, you know. So it's the little details for me. So now we going on to the strength card. Card number 8. So with the strength card, you have this beautiful black woman. Look at her. And then you have pictures of the dinosaurs, and that was not by accident. She saw that and she stood up right in between that. You heard me. With the infinity sign at the top of her head. You have the lioness, the lion cub, the lion, and what else? The whole pride, the whole family. 2 lionesses, a lion, and a cub. It's like Big Pimpin' spinning cheese, but this is his pride. And he don't play with it. She is protected. So it's just a card of strength and honor. And I love it because she's between all of these powerful animals. And back in historic days, prehistoric days, or whatever the hell, when the dinosaurs were here, I think these are the dinosaurs that ate leaves. These might not even be dinosaurs, y'all. They're not dinosaurs. These are the goddamn giraffe silhouettes. They could have been some fucking dinosaurs. You heard? Could be whatever the hell you want them to be. All right, so the Hermit. Oh my God, y'all. I didn't even realize this card was so beautiful. Look at the Hermit card. Look at it with those balloons in the sky. And the balloons are just coasting. Nobody's pulling the light. It's just they've pulled and pulled and pulled. And now they're just going up, you know. And the Hermit is just taking time to just take in the beauty of this skyline. Taking time to be by themselves. And look, the street lights probably just came on. The sun just set. It's just a beautiful view. Oh my gosh. So then the Wheel of Fortune is next. The Wheel of Fortune is next. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune card, it has an hourglass. So I think that's very suiting considering, or fitting considering the wheel will turn and, you know, time starts again, but it's also telling you that karma, you know, what goes up must come down. What you put out must come back. The waters are calm in the background. You have the different symbols of signs. You have the bird, you have the bull, the lion, and then the angel. This is a beautiful card. All right, next up. So then you have the Justice card. Look at the Justice card, y'all. Look at the Justice. This couple is in therapy. You heard? And they are listening. So they are in couples therapy with the Justice card. And this is so different. You know, and then there's no coincidence that they put his ear right here. Like this man, he needs to listen to what this man has to say. And she needs to listen too, but he needs to listen more. That's why they got his big ass ear in the picture. So the Hangman, very clever picture of how they did this. So instead of hanging him from the tree, they gave his bed that tree emblem, as if that's the design of his bedding. And he's laying in the position that he typically would be in the tree in between these 2 pillows. And then he has his cell phone. His cell phone looks like he's getting text messages and he's just not responding to them. He's probably just tired of responding, and like you could tell it's the back and forth text messages. It's an even amount of messages on the screen, and he's just chilling. He's not trying to respond. He's not trying to do too much. He's just trying to figure out what his life got going on. Like he's in his head. He needs a break from things, and that's what he's doing right there in the bed. Best place too. All right, so the death card. Now the death card is a very beautiful card. Look how dark it is in the background. Look how this is like was taken by a photographer. Like this is actually a real picture taken by somebody with great lighting. But you see now, death is like the end of a cycle, which is why the butterflies are here. You know, you're becoming a new person, a new version of yourself. You have the skull in representation of the death. I think this is the axe, the death axe or whatever. I can't tell. This little thing right here. I don't know what that is. Can't really tell. But I know these are knives right here. And then it's rebirth. And look how delicately this butterfly sits on her shoulder. Like, what is death? I'm not fazed by it. Death. All right. We're getting through it. So the Temperance card. This is what the Temperance card looks like. It's a family cooking together, balancing each other out. They have a picture of a little girl with an angel wings and a halo. So it could be representative of a child that has passed, or it could be this little child dressed up as an angel for Halloween. But the family looks like they're together and they're doing the damn thing. Now, the Devil card, now she's a raunchy bitch. Now, let me go ahead and show you what the Devil card looks like. Now tell me she ain't fly, y'all. Tell me she is not fly. But why she got this flogger? Like she gonna flog somebody. The devil is a dominatrix. The devil wears Prada. This looks like it might be some Prada too. Yeah, the Devil card is lit. Now, the Tower card. The Tower card is badass. You see the building burning behind this man. He could be the one who set it on fire. But in actuality, I feel like he walked up on this and he probably hasn't been home for a while and came back and it's in shambles. You know, because he looks so surprised. He looks so shocked. Like, what the fuck? Like, he went out for a walk and walked out of Pleasantville and into hell. He was not ready. All right. And then the Star card. Yes, you can make a wish upon a star. You see all of those constellations. You see a parent and child possibly, or a couple or friends. I can't really tell. And they're pointing at the sky and they're just pointing out the beauty in the sky and probably calling out the different constellations and reminiscing on their life and the things that they had or didn't have and what they have now and what they're aspiring to have. This is definitely a card that feels so promising. Being the Star card. Now the Moon card, this looks like a woman. She went to lay down by the water to calm her nerves, to quell her over anxious mind, how, you know, anxious she feels, and just to try to figure things out in her life, because the sun brings too much beauty and happiness, and right now she just wants to feel her emotions and get in touch with herself and understand what the hell is going on in her mind. And then you have the moon, big, bright, vibrant, and then you see the wolf. He's howling at the moon. Yeah, it's that kind of night. Now you have the Sun card with this little baby right here that looks like Chucky. Not gonna lie, the whole time looks like Chucky. You got the, I don't know what kind of bird that is. That looks like a cockatoo in the sky. Like, I'm not no bird expert, but that certainly looks like a cockatoo. I could be wrong. It's definitely not a dove. That cannot possibly be a dove. That does not look like a dove to me. If it's a dove, then it's a dove. But yeah, it's not a dove. Not with that yellow thing on the back. Not unless it's like a dove that I've never seen before. I've never known doves to have colors on them. But this is a happy card. You see the baby has a necklace on and everything, and they're in a rose garden, and they're playing and they're happy, and they're definitely not allergic to grass. So good for them. So the Judgment card. The Judgment card has a big ass cross on it right there. And then you have a woman with red nails and red hair, looking like Wendy from Wendy's. And she's reaching into the crypt, into the coffin, into the ground to bring up the dead person. So you're leaving behind your that dead shell and you're coming up anew, but it's something that puts you down there. So you got to reflect on that, because look at the skies, is going from dark and shady, but in the horizon it's getting orange. So better days are coming, but you have to look at what you've been through to see where you're going. Yes. Okay. Yes. The world card, the final card of the Major Arcana, the end of the cycle, starting all over again. This is the opportunity to face the world, to travel, to put all of your worries behind you. Look how beautiful she is. That has to be Shakira with them hips that do not lie. Look at her. Just beautiful as ever, ain't she? And I love that kind of red hair that's not too red. Not like this chick right here with this chick, this red right here. Like her red is like, see, the reds are different. I like the subtle red. No hate to her though. They both look beautiful, but this is my favorite card. And then you see with the Moroccan decor and everything, and whatever. But the world card is a beautiful card, and I love it. So that's what the 22 Major Arcana cards looks like in the Modern Love Tarot deck. I am so impressed with this deck. There is nothing that you could tell me about this deck negative that I'm gonna be like, yeah, I agree. No, not at all. This deck is amazing. This is what the Ace of Cups looks like. Two of Cups is old people. Three of Cups is three women right here. One with the titties hanging all out. One in a glass like she in Vegas. Four of Cups partying. The one chick looking off away from the drink. So it is, you know, pretty similar to the original Rider-Waite Tarot. Five of Cups crying at the crib. Look, this deck is full of so many surprises, y'all. I'm not going to go through the entire thing because there is entirely too much, but I've showed you the best there is to show you. Look at this. It is so modern. It has these modern depictions of what couples go through in real life. And I think that is so helpful for those love readings when, you know, the original Rider-Waite deck it's classic. It can never steer you wrong. But when you get these decks that has these fresh new takes on current situations, and you can just immediately connect with it and give guidance right away, and yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. And this is what I can appreciate about this deck very much. This deck it's different. I'm looking at the Six of Cups and I'm trying to leave, but I'm still staying. Look at her arms. It looks like she's been shooting up needles. Can you see that? I may be seeing wrong, but it looks like her arms, right? It looks like her arms are red right there, isn't it? So maybe she has eczema, or she's been shooting up needles. You know, some people have that kind of skin. Seven of Cups with this beautiful black woman right here. Eight of Cups with this lady. She is tired of moving, and she's just trying to figure out what the hell to do, because she's walking away from a life with somebody that is not working, and she the one that got to move out and everything. Or maybe this person that she was with passed away and she wants to move out from the house because she doesn't want to be reminded of all the memories. She needs a space to heal. Nine of Cups, this lady, she done got everything she wants, including that bathtub on legs, which is a bathtub that I actually want as well. She is happy as fuck, okay? She got the water hat on like a shower cap, so she must have long hair. She's adorable. Like, this deck is just amazing, y'all. So I would highly recommend this deck. Queen of Wands, she goes to the gym. I do not have anything negative to say about this deck. Yeah, okay, it didn't arrive in perfect condition. That's the least. The seller has a card in there that states to contact them if the deck was not delivered with imperfect condition. So I imagine that they're going to handle it. I'm a very easy customer. If they want to send me 11 replacement cards, I'll do that instead of sending the entire deck back and then pining for my deck again, waiting for 2 more days, because I have Amazon Prime, so I don't wait long for anything. But this was my review of the Modern Love Tarot deck. And if you're new to the tarot, it's still a nice deck to have as a first deck. Now, would it be an easy deck to learn from? No, it wouldn't, because you'd want to start off with the original Rider-Waite Tarot so you can get the meanings and stuff, and then you can branch on to decks like these. But this is not a bad deck to have, whether you're a collector or whether you're going to use it to read, or if you just want to look at it. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this interview your new tarot deck deal here. Or I might wait until they reach out to me because I don't want to mess the order up and then have to put it back in order and then return it to them. I want to return it to them in the same way that they sent it to me. So I'm going to hold off on doing the interview in your new tarot deck deal and wait until they tell me what next steps are. But you guys, I thank you so much for rocking with a goddess. If there's anything you need, you can holla at me like a reading, www.tellemtribetarot.com. Subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and click the subscribe button because you know you be having fun when I be doing these little videos or whatever, these big videos or whatever. Click like, click comment, click share. Share me with a friend. Don't be crabby. And I'll talk to you next time when I buy me another deck or when I drop me another video. Love and light, tribe.